Namaste, my name is Sierra Jade, and I'm going to take you through a 20-minute balance and restore yoga flow. Once again, thank you for tuning into the channel, and let's go ahead and get started. So just some recommended props would be a block or 2 blocks, and then a blanket or knee pad, just something to pad your knees and to boost your hips up a little bit. We'll go ahead and get started right in the center of the mat, crossing your legs. If it feels uncomfortable to cross your legs, you can just let the legs go out in front of you. But what we want to focus on is just sitting up nice and tall. Allow the eyes to start to close. And feel yourself lift the sternum, lift everything up and in. Relax the shoulders. Smooth out the back of the neck, so if we're compressing anywhere, just letting the neck be long. Feel the chin slightly tuck towards the chest. Just focusing on this symbiotic nature between the left and the right side of the body as we take a deep breath in through the nostrils and out through the mouth. In through the nostrils. This time, seal the lips, exhale through the nostrils. Inhale. As we exhale, take the chin towards the chest and take rotations from the neck. Allow the muscles in the face to stay soft. Gently rotating in the opposite direction. Inhale, bring everything back to center. Let the palms rest face down towards the knees as you exhale, shifting over the shins and rotating the hips all the way around. And rotate in the opposite direction. Inhale, bring everything back to center, lift the spine, squeeze everything up and in. And sigh it out. Inhale, arms come all the way up. Exhale, drop that right arm down the side body, extend over through the left side body. Look up towards that left hand, or turn the head and look down towards the right hand. Inhale, both arms come up. Exhale, drop that left arm down, extend over through the right side body. Inhale, arms come all the way up. Look up in between the hands. As you exhale, take the hands to prayer at the center of the heart. Let the legs come long into a V shape. And feel the toes pull back towards the body. And just shifting forward. Now, if you're prenatal, we're gonna stay relatively back and center, but otherwise you can walk the upper body forward as much as possible, as much as feels comfortable, just so that we feel a nice hip and groin stretch, and then just holding and breathing. And remembering to try to keep the feet nice and flexed and active. As you inhale, start to walk the hands back to center. Go ahead and take the soles of the feet together. And option to keep a neutral spine, sitting up nice and tall, or once again, we can start to fold in towards the legs. Now, if you're prenatal, we might stay neutral or just gently hovering above the knees, above the feet. Take a deep breath in and sigh it out. Go ahead and make your way onto hands and knees. And we're going to just circle the hips out, moving side to side, shifting the weight from knee to knee, wrist to wrist, all the way around. Maybe get a few cats and cows in. Inhale, arching the spine. Exhale, rounding the spine. And it may feel nice to let the knees come out towards the edges of the mat and tuck the feet in as if the big toes are starting to touch. Like you're gonna take happy baby and just rocking back and forth. And back to tabletop. Option to stay here in tabletop, or we'll push our toes in towards the mat and lift all the way up for downward facing dog. Now, if we're taking downward facing dog, just making sure the body is an upside down V and that we're looking straight back at our big toes. And walk the dog out. Lift one heel and then the other. When you're ready, inhale, lift that right leg nice and high. And step or help it through. And we're gonna land in a warrior one. So my left heel drops down between a 10 and a 45-degree angle. My right knee and my ankle are bent at a 90-degree angle. Inhale, arms come all the way up. And if you haven't already, just placing our blocks at the top of the mat. And holding and breathing, bending into that right knee a little bit more. Interlace the hands behind the back, feel the shoulder blades pull together. Look up towards the ceiling. And option to bow in to that right knee, to the inside of that right thigh. Inhale, arms come all the way up. Exhale, hands come to prayer at the center of the heart. And starting to walk that left foot forward for either warrior 3 or supported warrior 3 with the blocks. Now, if the left toes have to touch the floor, that's totally fine. Just focusing on trying to keep the spine straight. Beautiful. As you inhale, we're going to start to bend that left knee, and we want to bring it out in front of us. And bring it high if we can bring it high. Even if the left toes just gently take that posture. Maybe we bring the left knee up. If we're here, maybe we kick that left leg out in front of us. Bend that left knee and take it into our tree pose. So the sole of my left foot turns in towards my right ankle, or I can rest it on the inside of my right calf. We don't want to have it on the knee. And hold and breathe. Optional, let the arms extend out like the tree branches. Let the fingers be nice and strong like steel. Exhale, release the foot. Let the hands come to prayer at the center of the heart. Inhale, arms sweep down, back and up. Exhale, forward fold. If you're prenatal, I like to use the blocks for my forward fold, just to give me a little bit more support, and I let the knees and the legs come a little bit wider. Inhale, halfway lift, hands come to the shins or to the knees. And not doing what I did just now, so we don't want to have the spine too far up or too far down. We want to have everything right in alignment like an upside down L. Inhale here. Exhale, forward fold. Option to take your vinyasa or just stepping right back into downward facing dog.
If we're in our downward facing dog, we're going to go ahead and lift that left leg nice and high. Guide that left hip down. And exhale, step or help it forward, taking your warrior one on the opposite side. Inhale, arms come all the way up. Relax the shoulders. Just looking at something in front of us that's not moving and checking to just make sure that our feet are slightly off center so that we're not walking on a tightrope. Interlace the hands behind the back. Feel the shoulder blades pull together, look up towards the ceiling. As you exhale, option to bend in towards that left thigh. Inhale, arms come all the way up. Exhale, hands come to prayer, or we start to grab for the blocks for supported warrior 3. My hip wants to veer out to the side, just guiding it down. Inhale. Sweeping that right foot forward. If it has to meet the ground before we bring it around and up in front of us, that's totally fine. Do what works for the body. Hold it here. And maybe we kick that leg out in front of us. Bend the right knee, take it into our tree pose. Right sole of the foot meets that left calf or the left ankle. And the toes can be touching, the tips of the toes can be touching the floor as well, that's fine. It's more so getting that hip open. And maybe we let the arms extend out in front of us. Maybe we take the hands to prayer at the center of the heart. When you're ready, releasing that right foot. Inhale, arms come all the way down, back and up. And exhale, forward fold. Go ahead and take it into squat pose. Let the feet come wide, toes veer out towards the corners of the mat. And take the hands to prayer at the center of the heart. Option to stack the blocks underneath. And maybe we take the thumb and the index finger to meet. Parallel the hips, let the hands come down to the mat. Just removing the blocks. And however we get there, just making our way back to lying on our backs so we can step through vinyasa, or we can just come all the way down onto the hands and knees. Kick the legs out in front of us. And just slowly making our way into our meditation pose. If you're prenatal, or if it just feels better for you, just lying on your side and maybe propping that blanket or something in between the knees. You're welcome to stay here in your Savasana for as long as you need. If not, we'll begin to bring some movement to the fingers and the toes. If you're lying on your back, just gently rolling to one side, resting in a fetal position. Taking a few deep breaths here. And gently pushing yourself all the way up. And just coming into a seated position. Bringing the hands to prayer at the center of the heart space. The light in me sees and honors the light in you. Namaste.